We wandered into the Big Ben booth here and we stumbled upon Creatures 4. So the creatures are coming back, and why do you want to bring back the creatures?
Well, we had a group of fans at Fishing Cactus. The previous version was quite old, but people are still playing it. We had a few fans that did it in their spare time. They came with a new concept. They took contact with the owners of the IP, and yeah, this is how the project was born.
And just what is it that makes Creatures still, to this day, a unique game?
We really feel that it's because it was really unique thanks to the genetic code that was in there, because of the neural networks. It was not just a pet game, just like Tamagotchi and so on. It was really an artificial life experience, and this is what really made it stand out from the other games.
You showed us a diagram just of how complex the inner workings of the creatures are. They just look cute on screen, but there's actually a lot going on. Could you go into some detail on just what's going on in the brain of a creature?
Yeah, sure. They use what is called a neural network. So there are lots of inputs that come inside the brain. Input just like fear, hunger, smell, and they all get processed by a brain, which comes with a decision. This decision is based on some genetic behavior, just like a metabolism and so on, but also and really about experience. If I'm hungry and I eat and the hunger disappears, it means it was good for me. So that's the right decision. But if at the same time the player chooses to slap the creature, it will get a negative feeling about eating, and maybe it will try to find another way of getting rid of the hunger, and maybe it will get anorexia. So there are really lots of possibilities, really complex, and yeah, that's it.
And you mentioned that it's still the same sort of basic structure that was in the previous game that you ported over to the new game.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't start from scratch, so we started with the code from Creatures 3. So everything that was in there is still there. So the chemical reactions inside the body, for example, when you eat, you have proteins, you have carbohydrates, you have fat, and so on. There are chemical reactions. There is that neural network. Everything is still in there, but we've tried to make it more accessible to players who don't have the time to understand everything that's running on behind. So we've added a few layers, just like icons, which show you the feeling of the creature, what are the decisions, and so on. So for people who don't have time, there are easy instructions of what's going on, but for people who want to really understand, there are still all the tools that were available before to understand what's going on behind the scene.
So that was, we mentioned the old fans, but of course with a freemium model that you have, you're looking for a lot of new fans as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And just why did you pick that model for this game?
But first of all, there is still that strong community, and we really felt that that was the way to go, because this game will ship on iOS, PC, and OS X, and iOS is a really difficult market for. Say, when you have a game of this scope that you need to sell at 99 cents, it's really difficult to attract people to even spend $1 on a game. So giving them the ability to try the game for free, we thought it was the right move, so that lots of people will try it, and if they like it, they will spend more time on it.
And what kind of things will you be able to buy in the game?
Different stuff, toys, for example, to keep your creature entertained. Machines. We said that we added layers to make the game more readable. An example of this layer would be a machine which will analyze the genetic code of your creature and tell you, okay, you have this specific gene will make it which will make your creature need more sugar. This other gene will make it need more sleep, and this makes things easier to understand for the player. Otherwise, in the past, you had to spend maybe 20 hours with your creature to understand that, okay, she had that characteristic. So this is the kind of stuff you will be able to buy in the shop.
And something very interesting that I found was the social interaction and how you will be able to sort of share your pet.
Yeah, sure. you will be able to send your creature to your friends, because with time you will mate your creatures. There will be specific mutations in the genetic code, and you will unlock really cool special colors. And when you have those colors, it will be really valuable to send your creature to your friend, so that they will be able to have children with their own horns, which will have that specific characteristic. Another side effect, which is quite interesting, is also that you will be able to play trick to your friends by sending them a creature with a virus, and you will infect all the Norns on your friend's computer. And
why would you want to do that?
I don't know, to get nasty.
So where are you at in development, and when can we expect to see Creatures 4?
It's planned for Q1 next year.